Welcome to Ask Just Say Hey, where I answer the questions we get asked most commonly here on the farm. Hi, I'm John with Just Say Hey, and over the years, our farm has become known for producing some of the highest quality, most consistent hay in our region. We're members of the National Hay Association, and I currently sit as the Vice President of the Illinois Forage and Grassland Council. I say all of this just to let you know, we care about the health of your stock. This is why we're in it. We're passionate about producing great hay. We get a question from new horse owners on a regular basis, which is, how do you choose the right hay for your horse? Well, if you're a seasoned horse owner, you know, buying hay is part art, part science. Both of them are really important. To get started, buying hay starts with understanding the nutritional requirements of your horse. Well, I'm not going to get into special needs horses, laminitis, Cushing's, or anything like that. We'll save that for a separate video. We'll deal with just the average horse. And we're going to break horses into three basic categories. We're going to start with an easy keeper, a pasture ornament, a horse that's ridden very rarely. We're going to look at horses under a moderate level of training, the occasional competition. And then we're going to talk about high performance horses, where we have horses that are under consistent training and regular competition. Once you understand those three basic categories, you start to get a handle on what you're looking for. Now, the art part of buying hay is probably the way you're buying your hay right now. You go, you look at it, you smell it, you touch it. You're looking for a good color. You're looking for no debris in the hay. You're feeling this hay, making sure it has a good texture. You're smelling this hay, making sure it smells fresh. That's the art part of buying hay. The science part gets a little bit more complicated, but if you have answered the question one, which is what's the workload of your horse, it's real easy. You just need to understand the range you're looking for. So there's a number called the relative feed quality. And that is a number that calculates all of the hay test data we get, proteins and acid detergent fiber and neutral detergent fiber and those type of things. But it calculates all of that so we learn what the actual digestible nutrition available to your stock is. There's another number you're going to hear thrown around called a relative feed value. It's a more common number, but it does not calculate in the digestibility of that nutrition. Relative feed quality does. So I really encourage you to ask for the RFQ of the hay. Now, we'll look at those three ranges of horses. If you have a horse that is an easy keeper, a pasture ornament, a senior horse, you probably are looking for an RFQ somewhere in the 90 to 110 range. If you have a horse under moderate activity, you're going to look for 100 to 125. And always erroring a little bit higher is not a bad thing unless you see your horse start to gain too much weight. And then if you've got a high performance horse, a horse that's under consistent training and regular competition, you're probably looking for a hay in the 125, 150, even 160 plus, depending on that workload. So why is the art and the science important? Well, the art's important because your horse is going to smell this hay, is going to feel this hay. You can see the quality of the hay. The science part is what backs up your gut instinct on this hay. And I had an example here I'll show the hay test. I'll try to put it on the screen, but had a hay test the other day from a woman was buying some hay, sent us a picture of the hay. We were out of what she was looking for, so I was trying to help her find some hay. And it looked good. I just saw pictures. It looked good. She said it smelled good. It felt good. She sent me the test results, and it passed the art part, but it definitely failed on the science part. Had an RFQ of 69. Now, that's not a very good quality hay for the workload of her horse. Didn't even pass for an easy keeper horse. It's not hay I would buy, but it was at a premium price. So this was being sold as high performance horse. I think it might have been $10 or $11 a bale for a small square, and it passed on the art part, but it failed on the nutrition part, which is the numbers that back up what our gut tells us. And if you are an experienced horse owner, asking for the RFQ of your hay is, in my opinion, it's almost a must because hay is getting expensive. It's really expensive for us to produce, and it gets expensive for you to buy, and it's a major investment in your horse. So I highly encourage you to ask for the RFQ of your hay and make sure it fits in those ranges you're looking for. If you're dealing with a farm or a retailer that can't answer this question for you, I would think about finding another hay source. The numbers are that important. If people don't fertilize, what happens is that hay will still look good. It'll still smell good, but it won't pass the nutritional test. And that's really important. And for me, I care about the health of your stock. I want to see you and your stock succeed. So if you have any questions, drop us a line here in the comments or send us a message. I'll be happy to try to answer your question to the best of my ability. Good luck. God bless.